So now we're going to go into our first spotlight session. So I would like to introduce Tharidha. Have you got your presentation ready? Yep.
Yeah.
So I would like to introduce you to Tharidha. The first time that this guy entered the room, I didn't know how to pronounce his name, and just like mine, a lot of people can't pronounce mine. So
Probably like
I had a,
yours. What are you talking about?
yeah, exactly. So I had a crack, and I got, he corrected me. But welcome everyone, and Tharidha is going to tell us all about his digital business.
Thank you very much. So let me actually share my screen and kick things off. Yeah. Before I actually talk about my business, I thought I'll go it through take you through a topic as well. So for those who don't know me, I'm Tharidha. I have a company. It's 80 Digital. I'll talk about it a little bit more towards the end of the presentation. But the topic that I wanted to cover is I wanted to ask actually the question is that is SEO dying with AI? Is what I wanted to talk about. And the short answer for it is actually no. SEO is actually not dying, but it's enhanced and it's also being reshaped with AI, which means like a lot of the old tactics that some of you may be aware will not work. And you can already start seeing that as well. Like some of the companies with Google's major update last year has started to see drops in results, and some have actually got better results because they've been doing the right things from the start. Um, what I'll be covering is I'll talk a little bit about SEO for those who don't know about it, what SEO is really is about, and then how SEO is being affected by AI, and also about us a little bit as a company. And then finally, I'll have like Q&A round. I know it's 8 minutes, is that right? So I'll have to keep it short, yeah. So a question that I get asked a lot by a lot of the people is what's SEO? And I thought I'd take a different approach today rather than just saying my take on it, rather take Google's mission for it. So here it's Google's mission out here. So Google's mission is to deliver the most relevant and reliable information available. And I've highlighted few points in green there, which shows how SEO is being taken by Google as well. So if you look at this, 15% of the searches that happen on a daily basis is searches that Google has never seen before, right, on a daily basis. And then what SEO is trying to do, what Google is trying to do is that build a better automated system to understand the intentions behind people who are searching and the context of their search as well, and then give them with the most accurate and relevant information that they're looking for. So the types of SEO that are there, I'll cover these very quickly. It's called local SEO and website SEO. So local SEO, if you would see here, you'd see a small video running as well on the side, which is, I took the example photographers near me. If someone searched this, even on your phone right now, you'd see a lot of local results coming here, which are called Google business profiles that are coming up, which are in your local area. So this is which is related to local SEO. And the other one is called the website SEO. So this is an example of a client that we work with in New York. They're a cryptocurrency accounting firm. So if someone in New York actually search for crypto bookkeeping services, they come up in the third position. And this is the money keyword for them that we're focusing on. So the more your website comes up for search queries, that's known as the website SEO. And for website SEO, something very critical for you to know is that there is the part where it's about your website, which is, we call it the on page. Your website has to be on point. These are some screenshots from some the tools that we use. So as you can see, everything should be on point, at least above 90, green, and 100 as much as you can, so that Google will be able to understand the website well, and it knows that it can provide a better user experience for the users as well. And the other part when it comes to website SEO is the off-page part of it. So this is not regarding your website and what you have in terms of content, but what other reputed publications out there like MSN, Yahoo has to say about your business. So let's say you have an article about your company, and then there is a link coming back to your website that builds reputation and trust, which will help you with SEO in the long run. So those are the types of SEO again, the local, which is your business profile that comes up, and also the website SEO, which is your website. And jumping on to what I get asked again is how is AI shaping SEO? So AI is actually reshaping SEO. As I said, it's enhancing what we're doing, and also giving like better results as well. So uh, Google had a bit of an algorithm to pick, which website to be served when somebody actually did a search. So it tried to understand the intention behind the user who's making the search and then provide the relevant information, right? So with advancement in the machine learning and the AI in the past few years, what has happened is it has become much, much more better. So good testament for this is the example that I told you recently. A lot of the companies who were just stuffing in keywords and doing few tactics to manipulate the algorithms actually got affected a lot, and they got their rankings dropped. But rather the companies who are actually trying to provide a lot of value did get picked up a lot. So what happens in the future as well is going to be that AI is going to be smarter and smarter, so it will be able to understand what the intention behind your search is and the context of it, and also the experience, you as a person, and try to give you the best answers as possible. So another interesting thing that has happened with AI is the Google AI overviews, as you might have experienced this already. You can see here in this. So when you search something, there's a bit of an AI overview that comes on top. So which is actually leading for very lower number of clicks, which means people search and they get an answer, they're happy with it, and then they don't click on it. Um, but these are only mainly for these AI overviews are being provided by Google right now is mainly for informational and navigational search terms, we call it. So if you are looking to understand what the particular topic that you wanna research, it will give an AI overview rather than, like, let's say somebody types and say, where can I buy a garden hose? It's not going to give you an AI overview. It's going to give you websites where you can actually buy a garden hose. So this is affecting more informational and navigational related terms, we call it. And another interesting thing is that 71% of the users now use AI tools every day. And another interesting experience that we had as a company is that somebody went into ChatGPT and asked for a good Shopify developer, and it spat out our company website. So we asked, like, how did they find us? And they said ChatGPT told us about it. So it's pretty interesting. So even people are now, without going to Google, you're just typing in search related queries in ChatGPT and other AI tools. So this is an interesting way of how people are using AI now. And AI is now very much embedded in SEO workflows as well, we call it. So it's become easier for you to even manage certain SEO tasks and also understand, what you need to do with SEO. So that's something interesting and happening. So having said that, bit of strategy shift that you need to do and how to sort of think with AI is what I want to cover in these parts. One of the things that Google and other search engines value is what we call the EEAT, which is whatever the content that you put out as a company, it has to have the expertise, the experience, the authority, and the trustworthiness. So this is something that's very core for all the search engines. And when you do this, it will pick your content over the other competitors' content as well. And a lot of AI voice search is happening now. So people are searching via voice. So you need to be aware of that and make sure at least try to identify what your target audience is and what they might be searching, and then have answers for those on your website, which is very, very important. And the outdated SEO tactics, I think I mentioned about this a little bit before, but like keyword stuffing, it's not going to work for you anymore. So you got to be very authentic in the content that you write and make sure that you're actually targeting the potential clients that you want to actually serve to. And then there used to be buying backlinks in mass ways, like low quality backlinks that were helping, but it's not going to help in the future as well. So the takeaway should be that you should not use AI for SEO work, but rather you need to work with AI for SEO and also think with AI. So that's about how AI is reshaping SEO, but I'll talk a little bit about our company. I started it 8 years ago in Sri Lanka. So I'm originally from Sri Lanka, and over the past 8 years, we've grown as well. So we have a team of 20 members who are specialized in both SEO, digital marketing, and software development services. Yeah, I'll leave that at that point because I want to get some Q&A in as well. So if anybody have any questions, please shoot it.
What's your one biggest tip for us to get better SEO using AI?
Better SEO using AI. I would say you need to start focusing on the content a lot more, like on your website, pretty much. So previously, we had clients where we didn't even want to have like a lot of blog pages or anything like that, but now it's becoming much more important with the content. You could just optimize one of the services pages and then get it ranking, but now it's not going to be the case. And yeah, something I wanted to actually mention is that even Google is not aware. Like there was a conference in New York in January, and there were a lot of agencies asked questions like, how is this affecting our clients? But Google were not able to answer because they don't know how the clicks are being, how the clicks are happening right now. Like they can't even give us stats right now. So that's a bit of a question mark, but they'll handle it at some point. They'll give like more data around it. But right now, what we know is their algorithms have become much smarter, so you can't actually trick them as well. And they can now even figure out what content is AI content as well. AI content is fine as long as it's at value and it shows that you have a lot of expertise and authority in what you're talking about. Yeah. Any other questions?
Anyone else?
Yeah,
All
I
good.
might ask one. It's Scott here from Sales Caliber. Just
Yeah.
do you see SEO, sort of the approach SEO takes with Google being more applied to AI in the future as you start to see the newer generations leveraging those chatbots instead of Google?
Good question. I think even like these questions were asked I actually attended the virtual conference as well, but there's no right answer to that, to be honest. There's no stats around that as well. We will have to see as it goes. But as I said, like how it provides, it will definitely be able to understand you much better than how when you actually search, it'll be able to very accurately understand what your intents are and give you like much better answers rather than how it was before where you had to go to about 10 pages to get an answer, but now you can get it over an overview. So definitely it'll keep increasing and people will start using it very differently. Yep.
Yeah, I've noticed a huge shift that you can ask the same style of questions in Google as you can in ChatGTP, and it gives you that overview. It's quite helpful.
Correct. Yep.
Just very
That's having a big effect on the websites. But as I said, even we had an opportunity, right? So your website content just get picked up because that's the way that it'll keep happening as well. As much content you produce, it'll just, because AI needs, the machine learning algorithms need content, so it'll just keep scraping your content. It's just that it has to have a lot more value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a quick question. Like SEO keeps evolving and with the AI and whatnot. And I've always learned this thing from the professionals that SEO is more for the long game. If you want to play the long game, that's when you go for enablement or not. Versus you go for a paid marketing where like you don't really worry about the SEO and whatnot. You just have a landing page and you simply send people to that page. So what's your take, like being a SEO expert, like is it really worth doing it or maybe just going for the paid marketing? Tharidha?
It's worth doing it, but it's gonna take time, to be honest, depending on the industry that you are in. So, for example, we are a digital marketing company, and I have a registered company in Singapore as well. And I recently moved to Australia, right? So, within the last 2 years, we've started focusing more on Australia, and talking about more how SEO can help local businesses and small businesses here. So, it's gonna take time. So depending on the stage in the business you are, you can focus on either digital marketing or like paid ads versus SEO. So paid ad, as you said, Rusty, it's going to be instant. Like you can get instant results, whereas SEO, it's going to take that bit of time for you to start appearing on search results. So really the answer is it depends on the budget and where you are in the business in terms of your revenue and how much you can invest in it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody's got any other questions, because let's move on to the next speed dating session. By that I mean business matchmaking session. Don't weird out people. You can reach out to Tharidha. Tharidha, how can people find you? Put your information.
Yeah, on LinkedIn as well. I'll put my details on the chat. Yes.